as we've just talked about bitterness, resentment, anger, we move into the next place that we've talked about again already, but where we're still trying to get real with what we are and how we feel and who we are, and that sometimes is very hard. And so transparency is something that is very challenging for many people, and some of you have been smashed out by being transparent. You have been walked on, you have been not handled with care. And so for that, I want to apologize and just know that not everybody will do that, but it is very important, and not everybody is the same as the last person. And so I would encourage you to find those people that you know that you can be real and transparent with, because it's so amazing, because the more transparency you have, the more light that emits from you. And so it's a journey. It's an absolute journey, and some of you guys are working through almost a re-identification process, finding certain parts of your life and your heart and your mind that have literally been dormant, dark, no light has been in there whatsoever, and there is light being shined in there. And it's kind of like when you wake up in the morning and you turn the light on and you're like, oh my gosh, it's too bright. And then you can readjust to it. And so transparency is I am who I am, and I love that. And I'm a work in progress. And I have my lines and I have my bags, and that's okay, because those things don't identify me. They don't make me who I am. They don't give me value. Who I am, obviously inside, that is who I am. But we've got to go in and find those things. And I want to read a little part out of a book. And this is a book called Hind's Feet on High Places, and it's a journey through and around and up and down the mountains and out to the sea and all of the really, really hard places. But sometimes when we're trying to get to the top of a mountain, to the summit, to overlook and see things, we have to go around, and even looks like we might be going away from where we're going. And this book, there's the character, her name is Much Afraid, and she lives in what's called the Valley of Humiliation, and her relatives are all fears. And she's taking a journey to the high places with the Good Shepherd. And it says in here, he knew her through and through, in all of the intricate labyrinths of her lonely heart, better far than she knew herself. No one understood better than he that growing into the likeness of a new name is a long process. But he did not say this. He looked with a certain tender pity and compassion at the glowing cheeks and shining eyes which had so suddenly transformed the appearance of plain little Much Afraid. And so as we're moving through this journey, as you are getting honest with yourself, honest with others, honest with your relationships, your relationship with your children, with your spouse, with your friends, with God, there's a level of transparency that must begin to happen. And it's something that we learn to do, and it's so incredibly freeing, because when I am transparent, I'm not worried about what you're going to think of me if I tell you this about me, because ultimately it won't matter. If I'm too much for you, I'm too much for you. If I'm not enough for you, I'm not enough for you. But I'm walking in wholeness and fullness, and so I'm okay with not being everything that everybody needs because I'm just going to fall short. But in my transparency, I allow others to see me, and in turn, it helps them to be able to see themselves. So when we're known, we can know other people, and we can know other people, we can know ourselves. Does that make sense? So I hope this is making sense. But the journey of transparency and the journey of some of you guys almost feeling like you have a new life, or there's a new person in you that's sort of trying to weasel themselves out. It's exciting and it's scary. And as I was talking about earlier, it's like that blank easel, the blank canvas. And we don't know what being vulnerable will do, but the beauty of the light that's emitted from us is contagious. And we can better love other people, and we can better serve other people, and we can better do what we are here to do, and the stuff that we were created to do. But we have to get real, and we have to be transparent. But again, you do not need to be transparent with every single person you come across. You're real, you're authentic, but there's some people that you let into some deep places because it's important. It's important that we're seen by other people. And so I just want to encourage you to think about when you might have stopped being transparent, when you might have stopped being real, when you began to wear your mask, and why you did that. And begin to take those off and allow people to see you for who you truly are. The beauty of really who you are. And it's scary, but it's super duper amazing. And so I just want to continue to encourage you this week to continue to realize who you are. Really, really. And to really, really love people. And continuously challenging yourself to grow, and learning more about yourself, learning more about the one who made you, and how you can better walk in relationship with other people, and ultimately change the world by loving people. So have an amazing week. You can do this. You're amazing. And again, it's not always an easy journey to the top of a mountain. Have a good week, you guys.